Good evening, everyone. It is a balmy night. It's Wednesday, June 12th. It's now 6 p.m. It is time for a joint meeting of the Lenox Selectboard and the Lenox School Committee. For the record, CTSB and Clarence Fanto from the Berkshire Eagle are recording this meeting. We will immediately move to appoint a chair of the joint committee meeting. Is there a motion?
I move to appoint Ed Lane as chair of the committee.
Second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Mr. Lane, you are the chair.
Okay, perfect. Thanks for everybody being here tonight. Of course, the sole purpose of being here is to appoint a vacant person to the vacancy on the school board caused by a recent election, and the person that was somewhere, not the highest vote getter, but one of the vote getters chose not to accept the position. So it puts us in the position to having to appoint somebody. The rules are with this person, the appointment only goes from now until next May. They have to run again then. So it's a 11-month appointment, really. And we sent out a blast for applications. We had one person apply. I think we all know that. There's Oren Cass, who's been on the board for how many years, Oren? 3 years. So he's got a knowledge of the board, and it was our only person to apply. So it's really as simple as that. Oren's here. I suppose if anybody has a question or anything for him, I don't think we have to grill him person by person or anything, and then we can just move forward.
We have about half an hour's worth of questions.
Half an hour's worth? Yeah. I'm here till after the other meeting. So,
No questions.
looking like there's no questions from anyone. If I can get a motion just to appoint Oren to the vacancy at the school board.
I'll move to appoint Oren Cass as vacancy in the school board.
Is there a second?
Second.
Do we do a roll call vote?
I mean, it's civil authority, so.
I think it is, but I wasn't sure. I just wanted to clear that. Okay. Well, let's just do a vote. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Oren, you're back in.
Thank you, Oren.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry we had to go to all this trouble, but it is what it is.
We have to
Should adjourn.
We do.
I move to adjourn. The joint meeting of the select board and the school committee.
Okay.
I will second that motion.
And all those in favor? Aye.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, ladies and gentlemen. See you, Mike. Yeah, quiet things down a little bit, huh? Okay, as soon as it quiets down, we'll begin our regular meeting of the Lenox Select Board.
We can close the door, quiet down quick.
Okay, so again, welcome to the June 12th meeting of the Lenox Select Board. Meeting is called to order at 6:05. We just had our joint meeting with the school committee, so that's over with. And now this is our regular meeting. No announcements from the chair, and citizens open forum. If there's a Lenox resident who welcomes to address the board for up to a couple of minutes, stand and do so. Seeing none, we'll move right into the consent agenda. And Mr. Roach?
Approve some minutes first.
Oh, yeah.
So, I made to approve the minutes from May 29th meeting of the select board.
Second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Abstain. I was not there.
Correct. So,
Now we
now we can go to the consent agenda.
Okay, bear with me. We've got quite a bit on the consent agenda tonight. If any member wants to put a hold on it, just call out. So the consent agenda consists of Nancy R. Gustafson requests a one-day wine and malt license for June 21st, 2 to 6 p.m. at St. Anne's Family Center. A certified bartender will be present. Carlos Adelmo Pedro requests a one-day wine and malt license for June 16th, 2 to 10:30 p.m. at the Lenox Community Center. A certified bartender will be present. Lenox Fire Department seeks approval to accept a monetary donation. A memorandum of understanding regarding the acquisition of wastewater line on West Mountain Road is included in your packet, and we'll approve that.
Can I have a hold on that?
Please. We want to appoint Mindy Moran as a board representative to the Berkshire Regional Transit Authority. The town manager has appointed the following trustees to the town library: Brenda Doran, Robert Horath, Shawnee Tannenbaum, Sally Vincent, Mary Beth Mitz, and Max Schaefer. Board member Mary Beth Mitz requested. Did you hold that?
No, I'm just going to say Scherf. Next, Scherf. Just going to.
That's not the only name I'm going to butcher tonight.
Okay. Fair enough.
I guarantee you that.
Fair enough.
Board member Mary Beth Mitz requests authorization to send a letter of support to the third Berkshire Community Compact application.
And I'll put a hold on that. Yeah.
Okay, so let's, except for the two, now let's vote on those.
Well, actually, I should have said hold on Mindy's because I'm going to have to abstain from that one.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, you don't need to hold, just say you.
Just say I was standing.
We'll do that separately. then.
Okay.
I'm saying. So the ones we can vote on, we'll vote on now. So get a motion for them.
I move to approve the board agenda less holds.
Second.
All those in favor?
All right.
So then the appointment, you'll have to recuse yourself. So read that one again. We'll just do that.
Before you say that, I'm just going to throw in that this is for the board appointment for the representative to the Berkshire Regional Transit Authority. This is a very important position, and I'm really happy that Mindy has stepped up for this because she deals with a lot of personnel employees that are coming and going from out of Lenox to come and work in Lenox. And so I think she's got a really great handle on this particular issue, and I'm very excited she's going to be our representative.
Yeah, you and me both, because I was on that board for a while, as you were.
Yeah, and it's a lot. It's a lot of important pieces to that.
So where are we?
So I'm sorry. So I just that's a whole. Do you want to
You now to talk about the.
Should we talk
Okay.
about all of our issues?
So the acquisition of wastewater line, that's what I just wanted to make mention of. This is something that's actually been in the, I just wanted to explain it because people probably don't even know what we're doing here. But this has been in the works for quite a few years.
It has been.
Hillcrest Educational up on West Mountain Road put a private sewer line in years and years and years ago. And since that time, anybody who's built a house up that way is tied into it. And they've been after us for a long time to actually take that line over, and give it to the town. But there's been some things, it isn't quite that simple. And there's a pump station there, and there's been issues with things being thrown in that shouldn't be, and we had to be comfortable with. We didn't want to get something that was going to be a headache as time moved on. So it's been a lot of design things to make the pump station and screens and different things to make it so it's acceptable to everybody. And now everything seems to be completely in order. I know White Engineering was working on it, and Bill Gopp, our superintendent's been working on it, and different meetings between a bunch of us. So council's all leading on it. So we're basically taking that sewer line over for a tie-in fee, for a fee. So we'll. That's what it boils down to in a nutshell.
Great.
Okay, ready to.
And there's one more thing. I held a request for a letter of support that'll be sent from the town of Lenox in support of a community compact application that'll be encompassing the entire 3rd Berkshire district. Smitty Pignatelli has been working with the EMS services in the 18 towns of the 3rd Berkshire district to try to get everyone together to essentially scale up EMS so that we can support it properly with full-time personnel, with all of the equipment and necessary facilities that might be needed for such a mutual aid contract or mutual aid model. Smitty's been talking about considering a hub and spoke model for mutual aid over the last 6 weeks, and each town putting in a letter of support going forward with this community compact will just get us a little bit closer to getting some regional funds so we can actually flesh this idea out.
So that's what this is for.
Okay, so, yep.
So, I make a motion to approve the hold items.
There a second?
Second.
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
So now we're going to move on to the
General business.
general business, and to go not a little bit out of order. There was something, we had a little snafu where we didn't get something on the general business agenda tonight to actually act on tonight. But we did advertise a public hearing in the newspaper for
Firefly.
Firefly.
Yeah.
For Firefly for a transfer of license. And so it's been all notified in the paper, but it didn't get on the agenda, so we can't act on it. So the plan is now we'll open the public hearing and then continue the public hearing till next week when it can be on the notice. But if we wait and have to put it back in the paper again, it's way more time and money has to be spent. So we'll just do that.
Sure. So, Mr. Chairman, let me read the notice of the public hearing. Notice is hereby given that a hearing will be held by the Board of Selectmen in their capacity as licensing board on an application for change in officers, directors, and a change of stock interest in all annual all-alcoholic restaurant license, which has been filed with the local licensing board by Roseboro Grill, Inc., DBA Firefly, Jane Blanchard, manager for the premises located at 71 Church Street, Lenox, and consisting of 3,200 square feet on the first floor, consisting of a bar area, dining area, function room, kitchen, and restrooms. There are 4 entrances and exits total located at the front and rear of the building. The board will act on said application on Wednesday, June 12th, 2024 at 6 o'clock p.m. in the Selectmen's Meeting Room, Town Hall Building, Lenox, Mass.
Okay, so you got a motion to open the public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And now if we can just quickly get a motion to continue the public hearing until,
Mr. Chairman, I move to continue the public hearing to 6 p.m. on Wednesday, June 26, 2024 at the Town Hall.
a second.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we'll get back on track now.
We are.
Yeah, and we have another public hearing.
We do. Mr. Chairman, I move to a notice of public hearing. Notice is hereby giving that a hearing will be held by the Board of Selectmen in their capacity as a licensing board on an application for pledge of license and inventory transfer of an all-alcoholic license, package store license, which has been filed with the local licensing board by Schlock Spirits Corp., DBA Spirited Wines, Vishal B. Patel, manager for the premises located at 444 Pittsfield Road, Lenox, and consisting of 6,000 square feet. The floor is 4,000 square feet across one room. The basement is 2,000 square feet across 3 rooms. Stock, storage room, office, wine storage units. There are 3 entrances and 2 exits. The board will act on said application on Wednesday, June 12th, 2024 at 6 p.m. in the Selectmen's Meeting Room, Town Hall Building, Lenox, Mass.
Okay, we get a motion to open the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so gentlemen, I suppose you're here to tell us what you're doing, right?
Yeah, good evening. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Board. My name is Matthew Porter. I'm the attorney for Schlock Spirits Corp. Along with me is Vishal Patel. Mr. Patel and his wife, Tanvi Patel, are the 2 principals of Schlock Spirit Corp. Mr. Patel is also the proposed license manager, meaning he'd be the person on site, 40, 50, if not more hours per week. So before the board, this is a transfer of the license. There's no major anticipated changes to the business whatsoever. Mr. Patel's been in the liquor industry for several years, owns very successful stores in the eastern part of the state, has been looking for a specialty store, which Mr. Nijam has built up quite extensively here. So Vishal is very excited just to take over this business. The seller is going to stay on for a period of time. So I think from an hour perspective, there'll be no major changes that the customer base would see. They will be meeting with the existing employees as well. And the hope is to retain the vast majority of the employees that have been there for a significant period of time. So, with that, I can certainly answer any question the board may have. There is a request for a pledge of license, so Rockland Trust is financing the transaction. They've already approved the loan, and as a condition of that loan, they're just asking that the license and inventory be pledged as well. Like I said, with that, I can answer any questions that the board may have, and Mr. Patel can as well.
I don't have any questions. I'm glad to hear it's going to stay the same because I think Jim has made a beautiful store there over the years. And people really, appreciate that.
But you've been a terrific neighbor.
Thanks.
Yeah. Good guy. So go on.
Thank you very much.
Obviously, we all wish you well. And you know the select board now. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call us.
Thank you all for all you do for the town.
Yes, thank you, Jim.
Thanks, Jim. Okay, so I guess we can close the public hearing.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I move to close the public hearing.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. So we'll get a motion, Dave.
Yeah, this one's a little tough here. So I move to approve the request as presented.
Second. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so
Thank you.
he's done. He's done.
Thank you.
Good breathing.
That gets type on it. Two suburbs. Placer.
Hope you're going somewhere warm.
No.
At least for a little bit. A month or two every year? No?
Oh, well, sit.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's good.
This year.
Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah.
Does that one?
Lady
I'm
off.
going to leave that up to what I want to wait for Kim.
yeah, can
This same reading.
Chris, did you
Apparently he's not available.
something?
He's just that his parents. He's got something going on.
It's always parents' dad.
So me and my.
Yeah.
Is what it's.
Yeah.
So we'll just do what we got to do. The next thing on the agenda is to pick a screening committee.
Yes.
And we had a tremendous response for people who want to be on the screening committee. 17 people put in an application and a resume, but 2 were not qualified or not able to do it because they have a conflict and they're already on board in town. So 15 people I mean, really, when you read the resumes, outstanding, accomplished people with interesting resumes in way different directions and everything. So, this is, it's a nice group to pick from. Really a nice group to pick from.
Agreed.
And thank all of them for volunteering. Even though so you can only take 5, that's the rule. So, somebody's going to walk away without being on it. And don't get discouraged, though, if you don't get on it tonight. There's other things. And thank you for applying for this. So we, as I say, we need to pick 5 members. And the thought was we would go through the board and each pick a person and then vote on that person. If that person gets a majority, then they're on. As you can see, we're shorthanded tonight all of a sudden. So Mr. Maximilian can't be here tonight. A personal matter came up. And he can't be here tonight, so this happened 5 minutes ago, so I don't have a plan B right at the
I was
moment.
going to say, what happens in the event of a tie?
I don't know.
Yeah, it makes it
If I could be so bold, I'd be saying that applications are due on the 24th. Your next meeting is 26th.
Oh, we could wait.
So we postponed because we wanted full board
Right.
present.
Right, because I was at the Lenox.
We really wanted a full board. Well, you
Yeah.
really wanted a full board. I agree with that.
That might be the best way to handle it.
be the best way. I hate to be one of putting things off, but
I know, but I don't like kicking the can down the road either. But in this case, we value the input of Selectman Maximilian, and
yeah, we'd hate to have a tie.
as we value the input of all of us. If the situation were reversed and I had a personal issue and couldn't be here, I'd be upset too.
I guess, all right, need to make a motion to postpone table this until the 26th of June.
Second.
Okay, any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Well, shortens this meeting up a bit, doesn't it? So,
Okay,
Next thing on the agenda is,
so, Mr. Chairman, we need to talk about the potential appointment of an interim town manager.
so did the board had my memo and it was included in the packet.
Yes, it was.
You want me to read that out loud to everybody?
That's a great idea. I think that's a great idea.
It's at the end.
I've got it right here if they need it. I think that's in prison.
Yeah, I got it right here. Okay, to the Lenox Select Board from Ed Lane Chair, date Friday, June 10th, 2024. And the subject is interim town manager discussion and appointment to prepare for tonight's meeting. With Chris Ketchin's departure at the end of the month, we need to focus on who will handle the town manager's duties on an interim basis until we can hire a new town manager. I have been given this a lot of thought since Chris's announcement. At the same time, I was approached by Smitty Pignatelli, who said he was interested in serving in the interim role. With the legislative session wrapping up for the summer and not running for re-election, his schedule is freed up to serve the town in this capacity. As a former selectman and county commissioner, he understands local government extremely well and would do an excellent job during the 3 to 6 month gap we are anticipating. Also, this avoids having to do yet another search for an interim or putting an additional burden on one or other department heads or staff members to do double duty. Ideally, we will have a new town manager on board by early fall, but certainly no later than the start of the new year. Therefore, when we post Wednesday night's agenda on Monday, it will include a discussion and potential appointment of Smitty for the position of interim town manager. I will ask Chris to work out details on compensation and terms that will fit the budget, spell out the work that needs to be done before he leaves. So here we are.
I think that's a pretty sweet idea.
I'll say it. It's fantastic. So, can I put my 2 cents in? Certainly. All right.
Everybody should.
So I've known Smitty since he was a little boy. His father was a selectman for 100 years. He's a lifelong resident. He knows all of the issues that face the town, both historically and what we're facing now. There's no catch-up. He doesn't have to play catch-up. So I think he's an ideal choice. And I absolutely look forward to working with him over the course of the next few to several months while we find a new town manager. So I wholeheartedly endorse his appointment.
I concur.
I don't care any better. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, I'm very happy that you did this. As you, I've known Smitty all my life. I served with him on committees. In the past several years, I spent a lot of time with him in this office. He's very familiar with what's going on in Lenox, not just all of Berkshire County, in Lenox. And I think he'll just fill into this role very nicely.
He won't be that far to move his office.
Right.
No, just stay right over there.
Pretty convenient.
Yeah.
It dovetails right into what we need right now, preferably, I believe.
It sure does. Yeah, and it's nice that we've broken ground on the new public safety building. Like I said, he's had a lot of input and really been driving the train on this EMS issue, which will encompass our ambulance services. So he's got his finger on the pulse of most things going on. Literally.
He certainly does.
Yep.
So it sounds like everybody's in agreement. Should I get a motion and that?
Yes, thank you. Let me find my motion page. This is one name I won't butcher.
Yep.
I move to designate Smitty Pignatelli as interim town manager effective July 1st, 2024, until the appointment of a permanent town manager.
Second. Okay, any further discussion? So all those in favor?
Aye.
So Chris, you'll, I'm sure Smitty knows right now, but you'll work out the details of hiring them, getting them on board.
I will. Great.
So that's it for tonight, unfortunately. So our next meeting is June 26th. And at that meeting, so all of you be aware, we will need to elect a new chair.
That's true.
So that's true. Keep that in your mind. Usually, we have an idea of the rotation. There's nothing set in stone on how it goes, but we'll do that next week.
Good.
Okay. Okay. So we'll get a motion.
So I vote we adjourn.
Okay.
Second.
Those in favor?
Aye.